What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Recently, Jada Pinkett stopped by the Drew Barrymore show. This is going to air by Tuesday, and basically she, I believe, is done with this book tour. She's done trashing Will Smith, but she said this, we're staying together forever. We tried, and this is, talking about the couple's several years long separation, and they decided that they're going to stay together forever. And of course, we don't understand the relationship, and it's not really for us to understand, but I would like to make some observations. And I've seen men, especially men, black men, that I've seen over the years in situations like this. And, they just stay in the marriage and they stay in situations, and typically it's for a good cause. Like, I'm staying for my son, or I'm staying for my daughter, or for my kids. But sometimes the man doesn't want to be a quitter. And that was the case for my dad. My dad had an ex-wife after my mom, and he's like, look, man, I have one failed marriage. I don't want to be a quitter. So I don't want to leave this marriage. But then one thing that is very interesting is that nothing, ever really got better in the marriage. And partly because of his negligence. And that is one thing that I understand, that as men, that we have to really try to solve. We have to really understand that it's a difference between loving somebody and caring about them, and then, pretty much letting them run over us. Okay? Because what happens typically is this. When you first start dealing with somebody, the relationship is very nice up front. It's very nice. Like, this is good. This is great. Everything is cool. Everything is this and that. And then, you start getting some, problems in the relationship. And then once you get those problems, then what ends up happening is it never goes back to what you thought it was in the first place. And that's how it always works. At first, it's great. You hit some issues and some problems, and it ain't like that no more. Right? It ain't like that no more. Then you in a relationship trying to make something go back to what it was. And usually, you're the one that's trying to make it to what it is. But you know what? It kind of doesn't happen like that. It kind of doesn't. All right. So then once that happens, you try to stay hoping that it will happen. Now I see so many men still doing the same thing that they've always done. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about you paying the bills. I'm talking about you paying the rent. I'm talking about you just, doing all the stuff that you've always done. A lot. You didn't stop. You just kept on doing it because you love this woman. But the problem becomes that the woman don't respect you. And this is an issue that so many men have. So many black men have. So many men don't understand. Is that the longer you stay with somebody like that, especially if you've already lost, and what I'm talking about losing, right? That means that the lady has lost respect for you, and there's no way you're going to get it back. Sometimes it is better to quit, but to learn from it, so by the time you start again, you won't have those issues. But some brothers is trying to fight and get back into a situation where they can actually win with the lady. And ain't no winning in a relationship where a woman lost respect for you. You can't win that. And what she's going to do is, if you try to stay, she's going to punish you. She'll make your life miserable. Look at what's going on with Joe Smith and Keisha Chavis. Those are punishments, guys. I can tell you, man, I've been in situations with a woman where I tried to make it work, and it was already over, but I was trying to make it work, right? Guess what? That lady made me suffer for not leaving her faster. She was trying to give me, because I don't know why she didn't want to just break up, but she wanted me to do it. And it got to the point where she was such a problem, I had no choice but to do it, because all she was doing is she was just making things worse. She was terrible. Then I was getting frustrated. I was mad. I found myself yelling at her, and it never got so bad, but I hated the lady. And really, she wasn't the problem. It was my dumb ass that was the problem. Okay? I'm the one that let her do that. I'm the one that jacked up. I'm the one that messed up. You know what I mean? I should have got her ass up out of there a long time ago. And Will Smith should have got rid of her a long time ago. And as long as she gonna be there in his life, she's gonna destroy it. Cause all is like, what else is there to do? You ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's like being a leader of a country and you corrupt, right? You've been in power. You're not gonna leave power. Nobody can make you leave power. I do whatever I want to do. I don't need to have no checks and balances. I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I feel like doing. Let it be that. Why do I need to do something else? You see? And then when guys get to that point, they want to get upset. They want to get upset. But don't get upset. Don't get upset. Just understand that's what it is. And just keep on doing what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Once y'all learn that, everything gonna be all right. But just keep understanding that he gonna suffer. He's going to keep suffering. She's gonna make sure that he suffers a lot because he ain't going nowhere. Men gotta understand, only way women gonna respect you is just your ass gonna leave. If you threaten that you gonna leave, you ain't putting up with the shit, that's when, only when, they're gonna show you some respect. Ain't gonna never show you no respect no other time. But so many guys feel like it's gonna get better. I'm gonna keep being a good man. I'm gonna keep paying these bills. Bruh, you're gonna make it worse. You're gonna make it worse. You're gonna make it worse. Get her ass out of there now. And you think that some of y'all think, oh, I got all the money in the world. Bruh, I ain't gonna listen, she gonna take your money and be dealing with a dude who ain't got nothing. Cause now that she got your money, she gonna go and be with who she wanna be with, okay? That's what she gonna do. Cause she got your money now. She got your money now. So, hey, better learn today. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.